So today we're going to be talking about camera equipment. So right now you might be wondering what I'm filming on and how it looks so good. Like this setup is completely different from anything else. I'm right now in my kitchen on my oak table here, and I've got a nice backdrop of my outside. It's nice and sunny today, so that's another good plus. These here, I just like them there, they look very good. And I have one of these boards to just start it off. It's not even mine, it's my friend Michael, who is my cameraman right now. He's got this huge fluid head tripod, and he's got a 600D with a Rode mic, so it will sound a bit better than my normal dual mic in this camera. So what I use for my vlogging right now and my camera equipment is basically a Joby gorillapod. It's the SLR Zoom, I think, with I can't even pronounce the name. It's a TH3. Everything here that I review, even my camera setup that I've got, even Michael's camera setup, and I've got a soft box here, I'm gonna link everything in the description that I'm using to film this now, even this table if you really want me to, and these. No, that's a bit stupid. So I've got this link in the description. This is just because the Joby one is just way too expensive. It nearly costs as much as the actual Joby gorillapod. So this is just like a £15, but it's all made out of metal, so it's a very, very good thing, and you don't need a knife or a penny to unscrew the bottom of it. It's got this cool screwy thing on the bottom of it. So the camera that I'm using is a Canon EOS mirrorless 10, an M10. So inside this camera we have it's a CMOS sensor. I'll have all the details. I know it's a CMOS sensor. I'll have all the details in the description of the sensor. It's a good camera. The lens that I'm rocking is the Canon 15 to 45mm lens. It's in the middle of the zoom and the wide angle. It's the kit lens. It has an aperture of 3.5. And it's a really, really good lens, I think, for starting out. You can zoom up to 25 meters or 0.8 feet. It has built-in Wi-Fi and NFC, so you have a button on the side of it that you press if you want to go on to that Canon app. So say that my camera didn't have a flip screen like it has right now, you can go and have your camera set up like it is there. You could be vlogging, and then you want to make sure you're in focus instead of going around here like this. Even though this has got a really snappy autofocus, it's not like the 80D or the 70D, it's not as fast as that. So you can have that on your phone. It's 18 megapixel camera. It also takes pictures in 4K resolution. On the back of the camera you've just got some really dead simple buttons. The bottom one, you've got a button to take you to your pictures, and you can swipe across. This is a touchscreen camera, so you don't have that many buttons than like a non-touchscreen camera. Like the 600D is not touchscreen, so you have way more buttons on it. So on the top of it you've got 3 shooting modes. You have the automatic mode, which I use when I'm vlogging, so it's automatic aperture, automatic ISO, automatic autofocus and everything. So the second one is a picture taking one, so just for taking pictures. I also use it for video because we can also do the focus on our focus ring, and top one is manual video. We also have a flash on this thing. I never use the flash because I don't know actually how to get it working when I'm recording, basically a torch, because the aperture is only 3.5 aperture, so it's not the best aperture in the world. It has a simple record button on the top. You've just got your ISO ring that you can twist around. In the middle of the ISO ring you have your take a picture button, and then in the middle of the twisty one to change your modes is the on-off button. On the side you have the switch for your flash, HDMI, and a USB mini as well. They only include the USB mini, not the normal size HDMI to mini HDMI. Then you have one SD card slot, not micro SD, it's full size SD. And then on the bottom we have your battery thing, your battery like housing, where you put your battery in. On my old Sony, you would put the micro SD card into the back, so you'd open the battery housing and there'll be an extra slot for that. I like how it's done, so you have your micro SD card separate from where the battery is, because to access the battery when you've got it on a tripod and you've got it on a tripod mount like this, you have to take it all off. You have to open it up, you have to put it all back on. But if you run out of storage on one SD card in the middle of a shoot, with this you can just flip it open, take one of them out and then put your new one in. So that's one good feature with this camera. So that's the camera that I use. So I'll show you my vlogging setup. So now I'm recording on, so there's my, so now I'm recording on my, my camera here, my vlogging camera. So we've got the 600D over there on a tripod with the Rode mic. There's Michael. Wave Michael, say hello. And then we've got a huge softbox over here that we're using, and then this oak table. I was reading some. I will admit I was reading a little bit of details off the phone. So this is my vlogging setup. This is what I rough and tumble around. This is what I hold. So here's me on the 600D. And then here's me on the M10. So there's a subtle change in colour, but I'm gonna change it. So this is me with editing and playing around with the colour on the 600D. So here's 600D, and then M10. So this is basically what I vlog around with. I walk around with this camera. This is what I look like when I walk. The microphone, so we're going to switch over to the microphone on the M10. So this is the microphone on the M10, and then this is the microphone on the 600D. So so that's basically my vlogging setup. So I hope that like helped you, because this is a very good camera to start out vlogging. Yeah, I think it was like 299, so about £300, and probably about what, like $270? No, like $340, $350. So it's really good starting that camera. Disappointing. The only disappointing bit, doesn't have the best internal audio or a hot shoe or a audio jack. So that would be something that I would want from a mirrorless camera. They do the mirrorless cameras like the A7S and the Canon M6 or the M3, but they're much expensive and I didn't have the money at the time to buy that. I'm right now saving up for a 700D and a Rode mic, so that will be next year coming, and I'm going to get a tripod like this one here. This concludes my vlogging setup for 2017 and my film setup and my basically YouTube setup for 2017. Thanks for watching.